Welcome back, my beauties, and welcome if you're new. My name is Sheena, and if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into today's set. So I have an order here from ENail Couture that I made, and I'm a long-time ENail Couture user. I am obsessed with Max and his products, but it's been a while since I ordered, so I did decide to order me a few things just to try out a couple of things that I've seen and haven't obviously tried yet from ENail Couture. But I'm just showing the order form here for whatever reason. And the first thing I'm showing are these full cover tips. They are the famous square tips. And I normally don't like square tips. I do have his 5XL, and I just think they make my fingers look really bulky. But these look really slender and sleek from the reviews I've seen. So I did want to give them a try just to see how they'll look on my fingers, because when I see square shaped nails, they are cute. I just don't think they're cute on me. The best part about his tips are they're pre-etched in the inside, so it makes for a faster application because there's no like buffing inside the nail that's needed. And his pre-etching is like on point. Anytime I do a set with any of his pre-etched nails, they do last me until I'm ready to take them off. So if you haven't tried ENail Couture's tips, I highly recommend it. So the next thing I did pick up are his Happy Gels or his Poly Gel. And I've never used his Poly Gel before, so I did want to try to get a feel of his consistency and see how I like them. Now, when I first got on the site to order these, I kind of went crazy and just like put all of his Poly Gel kits in my cart. And I had to reel it back because I was like, girl, you ain't never even tried his Poly Gel. What if you don't like it? And then you have all this Poly Gel. I mean, I will use it, but they're all 60 grams, which is a plus. But I got the Eternal Beige. I also got the Princess Pink. And lastly, I did get the clear. And I'm always really excited about clear poly gels, acrylics, things like that, because I do like a good glassy nail. I also got the Bubblegum Gel I've been seeing going around, and the packaging is just super cute. I love this little pot. But I did want to give this a try because I do use his DIY gel a lot. So I'm hoping it works just as well. And the last thing that I got in this box is his square poppers or dual forms. And I know I always say that I don't use dual forms, but I saw my girl Lady V Nails. If you have not checked her out, please do so. She does amazing content here as far as like gel X methods. She's really good at that. But I saw her use these and her nails came out absolutely perfect, the shape, and I fell in love. So I said I wanted to give his dual forms a try. And he also has other sizes in his dual forms as well. So I'm jumping right into the set, and I have my first dual form here, and I'm placing a layer of base coat into the dual form. I'm going to leave that base coat wet. And I'm going to take these flower iridescent glitters that I got from December's Your Nail Lab in a box from a card. And I'm just going to place those flowers where I see fit into that wet base gel. Once I get these flowers set into the base gel, I then go in with some silver glitter right over it, like sprinkle it over. And I should have used the iridescent glitter, but like sometimes I'm really lazy, and the silver was the closest, so I felt like it would still look good. And the set came out okay, but I felt like the iridescent glitters would have went a lot better with this one. But for me, the purpose of this set is just to see the clarity of his clear, as well as try the dual form. So that purpose was met in this video, and I'm okay with how they turned out. But once I get all of the glitter set into my nail, I do flash cure the dual form for about 10 seconds. I hope everyone is having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And I would like to take this time, as always, to thank anyone who's taken their time to watch any one of my videos. You are greatly appreciated. Watching it to the end does actually help me out a lot. To anyone that is new to my channel, I want to wish you a warm welcome to the Nail Addict family, and I thank you very much for joining me on my nail journey. Also, if you've been subscribed, I love you all so very much. You guys inspire me to be better, and I thank you. I also did want to apologize for not swatching the Eternal Beige and the Princess Pink, but my next video I'm using both. So once all the glitter is set and flash cured, I'm now going in with a bead of the clear polygel. Right on top of that, I'm going to dip my brush into some 91% alcohol and just pat that into the dual form. So it's kind of like the lazy girl method pretty much. Only difference is you are going to pop the top plastic piece off of the nail. So you're essentially just making the nail all the way with the polygel itself. And for the purpose of this video, I put a very thin amount in and just made sure to touch all of the side walls and just make sure that cuticle is really thin and flushed so that there's not much spillage. Once I get it into the dual form like I like, I then go ahead and lightly place that on my nail. You should not have to apply any pressure. Now I do have product on my nails, so I did have to apply a little pressure to make sure that it does adhere to my nail with the product on it. And it's only because I do want these to pop back off, so I did do my peel off base with this, and I let that air dry. Then I placed a layer of base coat on top, cured that for 30 seconds, and now I'm just waiting to apply the dual form. And these popped back off just how I wanted. Even after filing, shaping, buffing, it did pretty well. So like again, I'm just gonna let you finish watching me apply this to my thumb. So essentially, I'm doing the same thing for all of my nails because like I said, the purpose of the video was basically just to see the clarity of the polygel as well as the shape of the dual form once a set is created. But I love how they came out, like I said, so going forward, I will be using these in different polygel sets because I highly recommend these dual forms because they're just so different. They're not your typical dual form. So you can do like pretty much the same thing as a regular dual form, but I just feel like the shape comes out a lot better. Another thing, when you're putting the polygel into the dual form, you do want to make sure you're keeping the shape of the nail. So this one has a bit of a C curve. So when I'm putting my polygel in, I'm looking at the free edge as well to make sure it's not really bulky or thick there. Most of my products going to sit in the middle of the dual form, basically where your apex would be. And like I said, you do want to make sure that your cuticle area is nice and flushed. Not too much polygel there, just so that you don't have spillage and it's just not really thick by your cuticle, because you should always like to have a thin cuticle. So this time with the glitter, I used that fan brush if you saw, and I kind of just like poured it over the nail to put the glitter in, because when I used my brush before, it was sticking really bad and it wasn't spreading how I wanted, so I decided to try it that way. But like I said, I am doing the same exact thing. I will place that on my nail and cure for 30 seconds. And the best part of dual forms to me is just popping it off. That is so satisfying, and it just looks good right after popping off. So I just showed me popping off the dual form on my middle because it was the same thing. But for the ring, I did go in with that base coat, and I didn't apply the flower glitters. I just did the silver glitter. Now, one thing I didn't like about the set is that I feel like I put too much glitter on it. But I mean, it's cute, but I just think the glitter is so overpowering, and the rhinestones I used are pretty close as well. But it was an okay set, and it did do what I wanted. I saw the things I needed, and I will be coming up with more sets with it. Once I get this glitter in how I want, I cure in the lamp for 30 seconds, go over it with the polygel, apply it to my nail, and pop that dual form off. obviously before popping the dual form off, I do cure my polygel for a full 30 seconds in my lamp. This was the last full nail I decided to show because I do feel like it's pretty repetitive, and by now you do see exactly what I did with the set. So once I get them all applied, I'm now taking my Melody Susie 2-in-1 nail dust collector in e-file, and I'm going to go in first with this hand file. It's a long hair pretty nails hand file, 180 grit, and I'm just going over the sides and the free edge to make them a little bit more crisp before going in with the e-file. I'm now going in with my ceramic medium barrel bit, and I'm gonna go around the cuticle to make that a little bit more flushed and natural. And this essentially is the only thing I'm going to use the e-file for, because the polygel is so easy to file. You really don't need an e-file. I can do everything else with the hand file as far as like going over the tops. But with this drill bit, I don't recommend it if you're a beginner because it's not a safety bit and you can cut yourself with it. But if you want to try it, just make sure you're very careful and you're using your e-file at a very low speed. So right now I'm going at about 3 RPMs and it just works effortlessly. So I do all of the filing off camera, and now I am taking my top coat and I'm going to top coat over all of the nails. So for the index, I decided to do a cuticle cuff of the rhinestones there. Once I get it placed, I do go ahead and flash cure that in order to move over to my next nail. For my middle finger, I'm applying the top coat, and then I'm going to go diagonally over the nails with those crystal rhinestones. I'm going to go ahead and flash cure and then move on to the next nail. So I'm uploading again a day later from my last video that I posted yesterday, and the reason being is my video I posted yesterday was supposed to post on Tuesday, and for some reason YouTube wasn't allowing me to post the video, or actually it was just lagging and taking a very long time, so it ended up uploading the next day. But this is my original video that I was going to upload for today, which is Thursday. So for my ring finger, I'm top coating again, and I'm going to leave that wet. And I'm gonna go ahead and make a flower out of the rhinestones on this nail using those crystal stones. So essentially, if I was to wear this set, like actually wanted to keep it on, I would use something a little stronger to apply my rhinestones. So if you're someone that's looking to keep your nails on, you do want to use some kind of a nail rhinestone gel so that the rhinestones do not pop off. But because I'm going to go ahead and pop them off anyways, I did go ahead and just did it with the top coat. So once I applied the first flower, I thought it was super cute, so I did move it up to the upper left side of the nail, and I did do another one at the bottom of this nail. For my pinky, I did the exact same thing as I did for my index, with just the cuticle area with the rhinestones, as well as my thumb. So I didn't do those on camera. So I must say that with this polygel, I absolutely love the consistency. It's a firmer polygel, which I absolutely love, but it's really easy to work with and it does stay where you want it. So I will definitely be looking into getting more of his polygel. Lastly, I'm going in with my Madame Glam Elixir Cuticle Oil, and I'm just going to moisturize my cuticles. And here's my finished set. I absolutely love these dual forms. The shape of them is everything. Like, it makes me feel like I have on a full cover tip. I've never used dual forms this cute. The clear is clear. I put a lot of glitter so you're not really able to see, but I can definitely see that it's pretty clear, so I'll try again in the future with less glitter. But if you've made it this far, please comment down below and tell me what you think of this nail set. Also, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my future sets. I thank you all for watching with me today, and I'll see you in my next one. Much love.